I want two.
Hey, yo, count that.
I want two. I want
Count
two.
that money.
I just found Nas lost number 2 pencil. I'm about to write a letter to the Knicks fans. My Knicks fans tell them we still here. Through tough times, we made it through them tough years. But they said we couldn't weather storm. This my havoc, my prodigy, my quiet storm. Future bright, Leon still planning.
That's right.
No response to Candace Parker, Miss Becky Hammond.
Watch them though.
But tell I'm Pat Ewing-Tall. New York Knicks City position, I'm the point guard.
Burn up.
New York City, we can never fail. Shout out to little Charlotte ringing off that cancer bell. When I speak, I'm talking garden trees. We all in, all one. You gotta love the team.
That's family.
Every bar is such a real quote. Like when Mitchie moved in his high school coach.
That's real.
All we do is just the realest. Look around your franchise, we the biggest. And of course, side 10 toes down. The world's famous arena. This is Midtown.
Right.
I see the doubters,
Yeah.
plus the haters.
Them too.
We getting stronger.
That's right.
They can't fade us. They know that help is back in the building. The entire league know we about to be a problem. I said we about to be a problem. I said we about to be a problem. They keep saying why not us? But I'm gonna tell you why it can be us. It's the orange and blue thing.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Welcome to Knicks Freestyle. Let me bring in the creator, the producer, the executive, the boss, Freaky.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on?
What's up, boss?
What's going on? What's going on, family? What's going on?
I'm nervous, bro.
Just got on. Just started.
Yeah, I'm nervous, bro.
You nervous?
Yes.
You nervous about? You nervous about what? What you nervous about?
Man, I'm nervous, bro.
What you nervous about?
I'm nervous, boss. I'm nervous about the way we looked last night.
Nah. Last night
Last night
was,
said it all.
it didn't say it. Nah, it didn't say anything. But what we should have already known, like the team as they are right now, is Jalen Brunson and a bunch of cats, a bunch of cats swinging above their heads.
Right.
And there's gonna be games where like that comes to a head, and that was one of those. These last three games, to tell you the truth, are those games. It's been phenomenal how the team held up without OG, without Mitch, without Randall, without iHeart at times, without I'm saying, like, we did a phenomenal job. Like, these cats are fighters. If anything we saw through all of these, like, I'm impressed with the fight that these cats from first man to last man. It's fighting these cats, and I love that.
Right.
But you're gonna but with the team as constructed now, without with the pieces missing, these are the games you're gonna get. You're gonna get these games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is Jalen and Dante playing with a bunch of second and third string players that are playing phenomenally, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not. I'm sorry. It's just like, we're gonna get those games. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not mad at that game. I'm not mad that we lost. I hate losing, but like, yo, is what it is. Even the other game that we lost by one to OKC,
the Thunder, yeah,
who's number one in the West.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like we should have won that game, but we don't even have a full team, and we pushed that team to the brink. I'm not mad at our squad. I'm hopeful that our guys will be back.
Right. I think you missed me though. I'm not worried about the OKC game. I'm not worried about the San Antonio game. I'm worried about how we lost to Miami, is what I'm saying. Right. Yeah. In terms of it being 3 games in a row, that don't concern me. Right. Right. As a matter of fact, I suggested this morning that we sit the entire starting 5 and key role players for this next game, which would potentially have us lose 4 in a row. Right. I'm not concerned. What I'm concerned with is how we lost to a team that eliminated us from the playoffs last year. That's my concern. You know what I'm saying?
We beat them already, though. We
With
beat
Randall.
them already.
With Randall.
With Randall. You know what I'm saying? Like, our team, I don't think that it's fully dawned on people yet, or at least not everyone, that our team is not built. Even though
Our
Jalen
team is not built for Cuban links, is what we're saying.
No, it's not built for Cuban links. But the team as constructed is actually, their success is as a full team.
Okay.
This is a full team build. Our ultimate success is as a full team. This is not, even though like Randall and Brunson handle the lion's share of the scoring, that's just their job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like this team is operating like, oh, like the superstar is going to save us every night. Like, nah, like, we need everybody. This is a team. We do team wins.
Right.
Even though cats, everybody just looks at the offensive, like, oh, like Jalen scored X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the other. But we got a bunch of cats who set the table for that.
Right.
We got to get everybody back. We just got to get everybody back. We just got to get everybody back.
I'm nervous, bro.
Nervous for what? The only thing I would be nervous about is not getting everybody back.
That may be accurate.
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I think that should be that is worth nerviness right now, or anxiety. Like, damn, are we gonna have guys back for the playoffs?
What I'm saying is schematically, Miami put forth a game plan that gave us trouble last year, without a Dante and without an OG Anunoby. Right.
We have
they ran the drag double team for Brunson, forced Brunson out away from the paint, with longer, more athletic defenders. And it took Brunson some time to figure out what Miami was doing. And it's not because Brunson is low IQ, because he's a very smart player, right? But you know how it is when you have your aggressiveness on 100. When you have your aggressiveness on 100, sometimes you got to take a step back to understand, why you're not getting the shot that you're getting.
I don't think that Brunson did bad against Miami last year though. He outplayed Jimmy.
Right. No, he outscored Jimmy. Right. He
Okay.
outshot Jimmy. Right. But if we're saying that Jalen Brunson was getting triple doubles and Jalen Brunson was locking down somebody defensively, nah, Jalen Brunson wasn't doing that.
Nah, he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that. But the difference between him and Jimmy Butler in that series was their supporting cast.
Yeah,
That's what the difference was.
They had a lesser supporting cast than we did last year, for sure.
Nah, see, y'all want to do stuff like on paper. Understand, the league is 450 cats, and as much as us fans want to say this person is a scrub or that person, these are 450 of the best basketball players on the planet.
On the planet, about 500 of them
on the planet.
Because
no, it's 450, 15 per team.
Your 17, your G leaguers that come up and down, that's available. Your injuries, your injury placements, dudes get cut during the year. I understand what you're saying about that guy. The number, right? I get what you're saying. These are the best basketball players on the planet on every team. I get what you're saying.
Any given night, yo. Any given night. Like you can look at we're not the only team that lose to teams that's lost to teams that that was expected we win against.
Right.
Then what you call it, beat the Bucks, I think, like last night too, or the night before.
Or something. Yeah, something. Yeah.
Cats is, yo, dude, like these guys are still good players, and a team can be on any particular night. Can you do a 7-game series? That's a question. I don't think that he could beat our team fully as constructed in a 7-game series. Not this year.
That's my concern, right? Because all the other stuff that you're saying, I agree with you. What I'm saying is Miami seems to provide a crypto-nictic type scheme against the Knicks. Right, where it doesn't matter how both teams are playing, they have a scheme that they run against Jalen Brunson and other star players, where they tend to try to neutralize the best player's best asset. Right, like Bill Belichick takes one thing away from the other team's best player, right, and then forces the best player to adjust and have the role players and everybody supporting the star step up. And when those guys don't step up, they lose. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about Oklahoma. The Oklahoma City Thunder loss. They hit a buzzer beater over our best defender. So what? Things happen.
I mean, and they're also the number one. They're also the number one seed in the West.
In the West, right.
They're not like they're a top team.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The loss Friday to the San Antonio Spurs, we know it looked like it was like 12-on-5. The referee,
that one hurt more. Yeah. And I hate doing the blame the ref game. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I have been noticing it. With our games over these last like week or so, maybe even a couple of weeks. The idea was that refs were supposed to have swallowed their whistle and was letting cats play, but it just seems like they just letting the cats play who play against us. That's really what it is.
Right. That's one of the things I was gonna mention to you. Is the inconsistency of the refereeing is what hurt us against OKC and San Antonio. Right. What I'm saying against Miami though is Miami held us to 76 shot attempts. Miami held us to 19 shots per quarter. Is what I'm saying. this is schematic.
They're
bro.
a rough defensive team.
Right.
I'm not,
we were
and
averaging
and we
88
were
shots a
missing,
game.
and we were missing. Yo, the turnovers, the what you call like we were having inspired by them, but we were having a very very off night.
Right. We had we were making mental mistakes due to fatigue. Clearly.
These
That
cats are tired.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying listen when a chat and when y'all hear me, I'm not saying that we have a bad team. I'm merely pointing out that Miami has discovered a way to be a rock in our shoe. Right? That's just what it is. It's like the old saying, styles make fights. Is basically what I'm saying. And their style right now is a thorn in our shoe, or thorn in our hand, a rock in our shoe. Right? It's a seed, like it's a seed in something you smoke, man. It's just disrupt everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
They
It's
are
one.
definitely. I look at the Heat as a team, because I personally feel like fully healthy, I'm not really scared of any team.
Right.
But the Heat presents a different kind of issue. There's something about like Bam has Mitch's number. Like I don't like probably one of the only centers that do. I feel like the key to our defeating the Heat will be OG. Will be OG.
Of course. Of course.
These
You know
cats
what's
right
somebody?
now, these cats right now have been playing. These guys have been playing Iron Man basketball. Our team, our guys, we've been playing Iron Man basketball. Dante, Dante, um, Dante Brunson, Deuce, and Dante, and even Precious. These cats is playing 40 minutes a night,
Right.
42, 43 minutes a night. It's got to catch up.
It's gonna
It's
catch
got to
up, bro.
catch up.
It's gonna
No, I
catch
feel
up.
like it's catching up now, but like
Right.
we'll be fine for the playoffs. There's rest. There's rest in between. There's rest in between the last game of the season
It's
and
like
the
it's
beginning.
like a 5-day window, right? The 15th and the 20th. Thank you. You made this for me? Okay. Thank you. Why you ain't
Those
put it in
five days going to be.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Those 5 days going to be very, very important.
Crucial. It's gonna be crucial, right?
Crucial.
Right. But let me ask you this, bro. Why are Knicks fans on X talking about don't pay OG Anunoby? What is that about?
Because they're morons. These
Okay,
same.
that's
You
what
know
I
what's
thought.
so funny? You know what's so funny? Those same fans wanted to, and probably still do, want to trade Randall. Want to trade Randall for Zion.
Right.
But they talking about injuries and cats not playing the whole season and having to play them top dollars. So I don't listen to them.
The
Like
same
yo,
fans
these
wanted us
cats.
to trade for Carl Anthony Towns. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Same
I
fans
can't
that
take
wanted us
them
to trade
serious.
for Joel Embiid. Man, if Joel Embiid get disgruntled.
Son, some of these same fans wanted us to trade Randall for Ben Simmons.
Right. Right. I don't get it, boss.
I don't understand.
I can't comprehend some of the stuff. And then when I said OG may make between 38 and 42, people may had a meltdown, bro. $38 million. Bro, relax. Y'all were legit paying Evan Fournier and RJ Barrett $46 million combined. And y'all out here complaining about between 38 and 42?
You know what I say
That
when
must
I
be a
hear
Harlem
those
thing.
numbers?
That must be just the cats from Harlem think that, bro. That must be what it is.
When I hear those kinds of things, it just lets me know like it's a matter of like perspectives. If everybody, including the basketball world professionals, agree that like the numbers that should be spoken about with OG is in between 30 million and 40 million dollars a year, that means we're all talking about a very exceptional player.
Right.
That's all that's important to me. That part right there.
Yep.
We're not paying for, like, it's not like, oh, Frank is getting 40 million a year. Like we
Right.
trying to play. No, if everybody is legit, like this guy is going to command 40 million, then I want him. Why? Because he's a $40 million a year player.
Right. 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 And it's not like we're talking about giving him 52 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about this dude, and it's based on his accolades for a player between 7 and 9 years. How many accolades? Because it may not even be 38. It may be somewhere between 36 and 40, and not even over 40, depending on what his accolades are as an NBA player, his achievements. Right. But my point is, whatever the number is, pay it. Shut up and pay. Right? Because we can't have the conversation every summer. Oh, the Knicks need to trade for such and such player. And then when you get a player that's in that category, you like, nah, not him.
Not him.
Yeah. Anybody, yo, no, not him. No. You
We're
what?
we're gonna give that man his money. And I doubt, and it's funny, he's CAA. I doubt you know what the funny thing is? We talking about 40, this, that, and I bet you money he go for like 33, 34,000, 34 million.
Maybe. Yeah. 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 But what I'm saying is, whatever number they negotiate with, whatever number they agree to, I'm fine with it. My thing is don't set a cutoff like, nah, man, we ain't paying you nothing over 30. No, come on, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we ain't paying you nothing over 35. The 35 is the cap. Nah, bro, we can't go into a thing like that, bro. The thing is,
but
you know what OG Anunoby provides to this team, and if paying that man whatever that number is, pay it. You see what the Knicks look like with him, and you see what we look like without him. And if you telling me $3 million a year prevents you from getting the high upside, you rather have look like you looked last night over $3 million a year.
And cats have all visually seen what this team looks like with OG on the floor.
Right.
I don't care. I'm hearing dudes so like, oh, he's only gonna give us 60 games a year. Cool.
So what?
That means no. My thing is like this, like, okay, cool. He's giving us 60 games a year. That means at the rate that he's winning now with us, that means he's giving us
47 wins.
If it over 47 wins. It's
right.
closer to 40, it's closer to 49, in between 49 and 50 wins. I'll take it.
So we 49,
what other player is guaranteeing
and 11 with OG. We
what
almost
what other player is guaranteeing you that kind of winning? Nobody,
bro.
So the argument sounds stupid.
Right. If he only plays 60 and you 49 and 11 in that stretch, right? If the other 22 games you can't go 11 and 11, that's not OG Anunoby's fault. That's your coach's fault. The roster for the front office fault.
Give me what you give me, OG, during the regular season, as long as you healthy for the playoffs. That's what I want you for.
I can't believe we legit out here suggesting that we're not gonna pay. And here's the thing: I had a couple of private conversations, right? A couple of private conversations on the telephone. Somebody told me that they would pay OG between 28 and 32 and use the rest of that money to try and bring in DeMar DeRozan.
If he gets if he gets OG, if Leon gets OG to sign a deal for $28 million, if he gets him to sign a deal for under $30 million, Leon is for real a criminal.
Yep. Smooth criminal. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't doubt his ability to do it though. Looking at what Dante signed for versus what he's producing, what Deuce extended for versus what he's producing. I don't know. I feel like Leon might for real be a mob boss.
He may, but then at the same time, there were other terrible contracts that we got saddled with too. So like the Evan Fournier deal,
Evan Fournier. Who else?
the Burks deal, the original Burks deal. Burks is on now.
That was
The
$10 million. That wasn't even. We got rid of that easy P. We got rid of 3-1 with that deal.
Right. Right.
That was.
But
10,
if you
and I
didn't,
said it from the beginning. It was easily movable if it didn't work out.
But what I'm saying is if you didn't have to move it, you legit would have Jalen Williams and Jalen Duren on your roster right now if you didn't have to do that. Right. And listen, I'm not regretting it. Listen, we are what we are. I appreciate it.
One of them would have got traded, and one of them would have got traded for OG.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of them things where I'm not regretting it. It's not revisionist history. What I'm saying is you gotta, man, listen, can we just accept the way that things played out and feel like we were in a good place today?
Oh, I do. All the way down to Phil.
Right.
All the way down and back to Phil Jackson. Because I tell you, cats say, I mean, and I've been guilty of this too. Like, oh my God, Spider was right there. Spider was right there. We could have got Spider. And everything else from Spider on would have went a different way. And it not and we may not have been in this position that we're in now just because we became mid too early.
Right. Okay.
You're not getting a good draft position the next year after you got Spider. So is Spider playing with Porzingis. Spider, we definitely wasn't getting the same draft position next season.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't.
I think
none of the successive. I think we're in a good spot, and I don't think it took us forever to get here either. We didn't have no Philly type process.
Right.
We still got to enjoy playoffs and wins.
Right. Right. And so the point that I'm getting at is I feel like we're in a good place, but why rock the boat by lowballing OG Anunoby?
Oh, I'm not. Look, man, they're gonna pay that man what it takes to keep him here.
Yeah.
I think Leon is just gonna try to negotiate that down.
Right. But the only thing though, Freaky, is when you say that, the only thing though is the dollar amount in the first year, right? Say it's $34 million and what it looks like in 2024, right? If you're the player, you have to look at what $34 million looks like in 2028, right? Through the length of the contract. Is it fair market value throughout the length of the contract? That's one of the things I think we have to be aware of, right? It's not the average, it's not the AAV, right? Is the salary commensurate with the play on the floor that you'll get throughout the life of the contract? That's what I'm talking about. And so to go to that man and be like, yeah, we're gonna pay you $28 million a year. That means you're $2 million a year better than RJ Barrett for the next 4 years. Like what are we really talking? What are we really talking about here? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's not one of those deals where I feel like just give him $70 million a year willy-nilly. No. What I'm saying is as we get to 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, is he going to feel like he's on a fair contract? Right? And if he does, hey, that's groovy. Right? That's groovy. If he does, if he accepts that and moves forward, okay. Right? But my thing is, don't go to that man saying, this is all I got to give you and it's take it or leave it.
None of us are in the negotiation rooms. I don't know what Leon's savvy and plan of attack is. I doubt that he'll just lead in and say with like that, like, hey dog, we just gonna give you 28 million. That's all we got. Like, it's negotiations going on back and forth. It's cool.
Right.
I don't. I think that those negotiations will be pleasant. They'll be sane. His agent is Leon's son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's not like dudes are hurting. I don't think there will be reason. OG seems like a smart OG seems like a smart kid. I doubt he walks away from that table with anything less than 35.
Right. Do you feel like he wants to be a Nick, or is he waiting to get to
Yes,
the agency?
I think that he wants to be in there. I
That
think the difference in play, the difference in he was dialing, he was really kind of dialing it in this season in Toronto.
right. Right. The last 3 years, you could say that. The last
Not
three
even the
years
last
before.
three.
Yeah.
I saw some nice performances from OG last season. I can't say, but I know that this season, as I was watching, he looked very kind of like meh.
Right. Right. And I'm not saying that OG's not professional. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is
His
Toronto
heart,
could
it
not
didn't
get
look
the
like his heart was in it.
Yeah, it was hard to get the very best out of him, Siakam, Van Vliet, Gary Trent, and Scotty Barnes at the
All of
same
them,
time. Right. It
all of
was
them looked
hard to
like they
get the
were
very
over it. They all
yeah,
looked like
that's
they
what I'm
were
saying.
over it. Like, ugh, I don't want to be in Canada no more.
Yeah, they going through the motions. They still professional. They still doing anything. But
See?
my question is, and maybe we'll do a Patreon video on this. Has OG Anunoby proven to you that he wants to be a Knick? Right. I need to see
Yeah,
the signs. Because
I think so.
is he gonna play through injury for us? Right. Is
Yo, that
And have you heard him say, "I want to be a Knick long term," or are we creating narratives that fit our comfort levels?
no. Well, in the absence of actual words, I use actions. I use body language. I use, like physical tells.
Right.
I I watched OG. I've been calling for OG. It was OG and Brandon Ingram were the two guards that was like, I have to get one of those.
Right.
I watched OG. I watched him this season on Toronto. And I'm like, he really wasn't getting after it like he normally does. I'm like, mm. But he's looking blah. But so is Siakam. Siakam looking kind of like, oh, we lost another one. Whatever. They looked like they wanted to get out of there. And then what happened? First game from the first game with no practice with the team. Yo, this dude flying all over the place. All of a sudden, it's back to OG of 2 years ago.
Right.
I look at those. I look at those actions. And to me, it means something.
It is that ability, or is that wanting to do whatever is possible to help the Knicks win?
He didn't want to do that for Toronto.
Okay. He is in a walk year though.
Wait, but
Cats
hold
have
on.
superpowers in a walk year now.
Okay, exactly. And he did not play like he was trying to get that contract from them.
Okay. Okay.
That's even more evidence, in my opinion. If I look at it, if you're taking my perspective, that's even more evidence.
Okay.
It's a contract year. Why play lackluster?
It is a contract year, that's for sure. Yo,
Mm.
Yeah. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
yo.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm coming right in the door, kicking it in. I gotta apologize to the fans. I am blessed to this week be in Outer Banks, North Carolina, where after 27 holes, I am definitely top two on the leaderboard. 45 golfers made the trip down, good money. So I'm in the money. I'm very happy. But more importantly, I have not lost focus of my responsibility to the freestyle over here on the Blondes Tears Network.
Bim.
Salute to my homie Freezy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to the creator of this thing who gave me the opportunity to rock free. Keep. What up, my guys? So
For
what it do?
Ricky.
So for me, this year is really just about how healthy can we get. And I'm not willing to risk the next 2 years for anything this year. So I just hope, like, for example, make no mistake, Joel Embiid sat out the last 2 months because there's no way he was going to go April through June after playing the last 2 months. So they don't care about position in the playoffs. This is a team, you see the teams that are desperate and the moves they are making. I don't ever want to be in that desperation, and I don't want to be desperate this year. We we continue to achieve. And I know what, I apologize. Achieve, I don't know if that'll rest well. We continue to progress. We continue to go through this rebuilding process. In every game, you see something different, something new. This could have gone. This I don't know if you expect this team to play 500 ball with the injuries. I don't know if you take any other teams starting power forward, small forward, and center, take all three of those players out and say they will play less than 75% of the season, the three of them, and you're going to be a significant playoff caliber team. Tibbs, he probably won't get coach of the year because what's going on in OKC is unreal. But the way this organization has stayed together, I just want to make sure that it's not it's not taken for granted that there's professionalism. There's a level of professionalism that is the New York Knicks that is going to get it done, next man up. But it's from the development. It's from how the organization is put together. It's from the mindset. It's from the top down theory. It's from everything that great franchises are built on. So I don't ever want to be desperate. I know we haven't won any, but if this really keeps progressing the way it's progressing, there's nothing that can stop us in the long term, short term. I just think I want to see it play out, but I don't want us to do anything crazy. To risk Brunson. At some point, you got to realize what you got, assess it against the field, and be proud that things lay the way they lay. Because your best ability is your availability. And Randall hasn't been available this year. OG hasn't been available this year, and Mitch hasn't been available this year. And you can't name of any other significant team going to the playoffs say that can say they have the same situations.
well said, my brother. The only caveat to that is there's a certain amount of risk reward that you have to be willing to take or to stomach. Now, a Randall at 75%, a, a Randall at 75% is still is still to me useful for a playoff run and helpful. I don't like I hope that what's going on now is that they're trying to get a fully rested Randall, whether he comes in the last game of the season or the first game of the second round. But like he's got to be back at some point, just because it is defense. defensively against us, it is going to be too easy to do things to mitigate our scoring. And so like you need somebody with the gravity of Randall. And I'd say even and OG to be able to make sure that cats have to stay defensively honest. That being the case, I think we have enough on defense to win it all. That's me though. And I feel like we're in a very like this year is in particular a very good opportunity for us to do so because our style of play is kind of novel this year. To the league. The success that we're having playing out, like getting back to being that defensive physical team, 90s like this, that, and the other. I think other teams will be coming around to more defense next season and seasons to come, only because like I also feel like the CBA kind of is going to make that more of a thing because like you can't have a bunch of high price scorers on your team. So this year we're novel, and that novelty can help us win. We're not as novel as each next season progresses. Even if we, I'm sure we still make moves and we pick up somebody. I definitely still think Spider's still in play, this, that, and the other. But it still won't be as opportune as this season and what we're doing in it. The 15 games of OG, or I should say actually the 14 games of OG and when OG and Randall were both playing, and that team is a championship team. Definitely a contending team. And that's all I gotta say about that. Okay. But the rest of your diatribe, I 100% agree with. But I need my chip this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's yeah. You think, I'm sure you think differently, Freezy.
That's why I wanted. I didn't know how he's kind of easing his way into it. I didn't think there would be any dead air, but when he said, "Yep, okay," I kind of think something pretty profound is going to come after. So let me mute up and hear them.
I just agree with both of y'all. I just agree. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to put sauce on the steak, bro. The steak straight.
The first time I took my wife to Morton, she really didn't go to a lot of fancy stuff, man. I wouldn't even say Morton's is that fancy, but I know a lot of people who don't go to steakhouses. And we sat down, her steak came sizzling on a plate. And she said, "Can I get some steak on sauce?" I said, No, she's joking. I said, "Please tell the chef, send our regards. I see, I could smell the seasoning coming off the plate. She absolutely needs some steak sauce." She looked over at me. She was like, "That was a bad day." I said, "You better not ever. I take you to this $70 steak. You better not ever ask for no steak sauce. I take you to Golden Corral. Yeah, get all the steak sauce you want. I bring you out for a $70 steak. You better not put no sauce on top of that steak."
Right. Yeah. Bim. Yeah, man.
Bim. Okay. You ain't need to put no steak sauce on it. I feel blessed. I'm honored. I didn't think you agreed.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm waiting for a curveball, quite frankly.
Yeah, I was waiting for the curve. Like I was definitely waiting for the curve.
Yeah, and so I get a bad rap for that. People say Uncle Freezy always trying to put a rock in somebody's shoe. But and to make it put it in layman's terms, bro, nobody likes to drink flat soda. You want your soda with bubbles in it. You know what I'm saying? You want your soda vibrating. You know what I'm saying? Nobody who want to drink a flat ass soda. You know what I'm saying? That's basically all we doing is sharpening the iron, bro. Nobody like a dull knife. You know what I'm saying?
These are facts.
It's one of them things, man, that we just you know what I'm saying? Like y'all, yeah, I think y'all offer me the same thing, just in a different way at times, right? And in this conversation where we are, I think we all agree that about the short term, the intermediate term, and the long term, right? My thing has been and will be for until we prove it otherwise is I think the Miami Heat has our number, right? That's what I think, right? I think
Then they would have beat us every time.
they hey man, it seems like when we beat them, it's regular. When they beat us, it's always at a crucial moment, right? It just seems that way. So if I'm overreacting, it might be because of that, right? Like when we need a W, Miami always beats us. That might be just the case. So
I find it hard to argue with that point. But Miami is a team that kind of does that in general, though.
right,
Like it's not just us. Like when they need to win, when they need to win, they win
right,
until it's the big game. They can't win at all. But they pull out them damn wins when they need it. They'll lose to that team all season. Crucial game, bang, they win it.
right, right,
They were literally Miami actually proved the reasoning for the play-in last year.
right,
They they were the actual, like that was the literal example as to why they did the play. They
right.
went from playing to the finals.
Yep. Now they were overmatched in the finals, but I think it's because they had a longer road than Denver did. That's my opinion. If Miami didn't have to play all those game sevens and the play in, I think Miami would have had some gas left in the tank to actually
Nah,
you don't think
it
so?
was Denver's time. It was Denver's time. They've
Okay.
been like, yo, that's another team that's built that's that's that was built differently than what's common around the NBA for this era. That they let these cats stay together for years, bro.
Right. You know what they
That
also
team
did?
was built over consistency and time.
You know what they also
It
did?
was their time.
They
What?
gave Michael Porter Jr. the max. They were
Yeah,
like,
because
it's
he
more
deserved.
important. We'll give him max money because it's more important to keep continuity than it is to let him walk and try to find another guy that fits what he does.
And he's also nice. So yeah.
Right. Right.
And I'm still not mad that we didn't take him.
Right. Right. Yeah. They gave him the max.
Had he been on the Knicks, his back would be broken.
Yeah, because we'd have been playing him 52 minutes a game. We've been out here playing that man 52 minutes a game, bro. We'd have had that man playing center. He's 6'10", bro. He should be a center. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you can't come to this team. You can't come play for Tibbs thinking that you playing basketball. Nah, ain't no playing around here, broski.
Nah.
You ain't playing basketball. You are basketball.
You are basketball, bro. Yeah. Yep.
You are it.
Knicks fans would have been like legit, man. He's 6'10". He got to get minutes at the 5. Bro, small forward, bro, relax, and G.I. to a point that you and I, well, that I brought up to you like 2 years ago. People point out the injuries of Michael Porter Jr. quickly, right? They're like, as soon as they hear Michael Porter, man, he always hurt. And so the thing I'm pointing out, bro, is the small forward position. Cats are gonna stay hurt, bro. It's a part of the deal. It's a part of the deal. What elite small forward outside of maybe Tatum and Brown or Bridges that don't miss significant games, bro? That's a part of it. It's like making omelets and complaining that you're throwing eggshells in the trash. You're gonna be through, bro. Yo, you gonna have to break some eggs in order to make an omelet, bro. And they filling up the trash with all them damn eggshells. But how was the omelet? The omelet was great, man, but all them eggshells in the trash. Bro, come on, bro. It's a part of it. Let's go.
Yo, Uncle Freezy really be sounding like a old Southern uncle.
Yeah, man.
He got all the one-liners.
Bro, I'm saying. Shout out to North New Jersey Public Schools. Let's go. That's what it is. I mean, Jersey. I know y'all might not understand the whole thing about Jersey Public Schools, but listen, Jersey Public Schools, man, they create people that think outside the box, bro. We born to solve problems, bro. We born in the problems, and we fight uphill solving problems our whole life, bro. It's what it is. It's what it is, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. What else y'all got, man? Is that it? Y'all got one more rock to put in my shoe so I can walk around for the rest of the week with rocks in my shoe? Oh,
no, I don't know. I'd like to hear. Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like the rest of the season is pretty much. It could go any kind of way. Like, we're really up in the air right now.
If we go 2-5 the rest of the way, would you be upset?
You know, as long as we don't, we can't sink past 5, bro. We can't sink past 5. We can't sink past 5.
Hey, we're 2 games away from being the 7 seed, bro.
We can't sink past 5, bro.
And in these 7 games that we have remaining, we have Sacramento, we have Boston, and I think we have Milwaukee. I think.
You can't. But although I'm not super, like, I just don't want to. I don't want no playing nonsense. I do feel like getting in the playoffs in any position, as long as I got everybody back, I'm still confident. I'm still confident.
You don't want no you don't want no one night only NCAA situation, and we haven't really had.
No, yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's what I don't want. That's why I would want to avoid the play.
Right.
Because that could go horribly wrong, especially if all our guys ain't back by that.
Yeah, and my thing too is don't get my mouth watering for a steak and then you taking me to the corner for some corner glizzies. I just I'd be heartbroken. I'd be heartbroken for real. Don't out, bro. For real, and nothing wrong with corner glizzies, man. I'm just saying. Don't get us,
dirty water dog.
Yeah,
dirty water.
Yeah, man, I ain't up for that, bro. Like legit, man. I can't walk up to the Sabrett cart. You know what I'm saying? I just need, what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. Hey, G.I., you got anything before we get out of here, bro?
No, just going back upstairs to hang out with the crew, man. Get ready for this round tomorrow. Try to keep myself in the
you better win. That's what we do around here.
Yeah, man.
That's what we do around here. Don't try, do.
You saw that
Let's
50
do
mile.
it.
You saw that 50-mile-an-hour wind today, bro. That was sick, bro. Sick.
I mean, going in the right direction, it could really help your stroke, though.
Well, going in the right direction, blow way past the hole, too. Still it does. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you, yo.
also, Gian, you know what we got to start doing, bro? We got to salute to all the frats out there. Frats, I know y'all be watching, man.
Shout out
Salute
to
all the
Alpha
frats,
Phi
bro.
Alpha. Shout out to Phi
Shout
Beta
out to Sigma Phi Beta.
Shout out to the Qs, shout out to the Kappas, and all those beautiful D9 ladies, Zeta Phi Beta, aka Delta Sigma Theta, Sigma Gamma Bro. Shout out to all D9. Yo, shout out to Iota Phi Theta. Shout out to them guys too. Salute to the D9, yo. Salute. Yo, love y'all much, man.
Yeah, and salute to all my Illuminati brothers out there.
Yeah. I think y'all call each other traveling, man. Are you a traveling?
Yeah. So salute to all my brothers, man, out there, holding it down the right way. Free Keith, you got anything else before we get out of here, bro?
Man, look, yo, let's do this though. Let's all try to do this. Let's inject some positivity in our outlook and towards the team for the rest of the season. Let's do that. Like, do that for me, please. Let's try that experiment.
Right.
Love y'all. Be safe.
Man. Thank y'all, everybody.
Blessings to you and your family.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for watching, man. We